Sports. It's in the game.
Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Philadelphia Eagles. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
Able to power through. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On second and 11 now. Wentz. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now Chubb. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 39-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
Watch time, watch time. Tight end right, tight end right. Three down. Check it out, Reed. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Second and 5. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Ready. So nice number one. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Fight.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Give it. Five on the carry there.
9-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Eagles' 49-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch one.
Looking to throw. Herbert. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert flushed out right. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Wentz. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Another try after the first down sack. Wentz. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin. 71 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And not a whole lot to speak of there, so bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Second and 9 now. Flush to his right. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
Booty base. Hey, team 6. Team 6. Hey, watch it. Show it.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh. Yep. Go.
A run for Nick Chubb. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. The intended receiver there, Allen. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
Got it.
The Charger drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They go with Chubb on second down, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down. And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 5-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Wentz. Deep ball for Goodwin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And the return will stop right around the 25.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Hey! Here we go.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. They set up the screen to Chubb. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
At the 30-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Watch one. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Hey, Wood. Come get some. Here, Wood. He's checking. He's tripping.
Back to throw. Herbert escaping the pressure right. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. 2 minutes to play. First half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Got a man, it's complete, Williams. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run, Chubb. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. Look at me, zipper. Ready?
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch one. Yeah. Here we go.
Chubb. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll give it to Chubb, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Nick Chubb, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good, and that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's going to get taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
At their own 8-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Wentz. Deep ball for Goodwin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On the ground, it's Chubb. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down.
Ready. You draw quarters. Now. It's going to be a long day.
A give. This is Chubb. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Watch one. Yeah, let's get set lunch.
On 1st and 10, Herbert, and caught by Henry. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself,
and he's into the clear. 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 70 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
and I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, with his first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. On the run, and this is caught. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, 35 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Chargers 14.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Let's go now. 70, Indy. Good track, good track. Let's go.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Check 9, check 9. Protein spill. Ready.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Wentz going to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 28.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Set 50, plant. Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, 4 down.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Javon Hargrave there on the stop.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ready. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Watch one. I got one. Go.
And again, it's Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Badgley's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go, Great.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A lone second remains now in this 3rd quarter.
Check 43. Bang.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. Now Wentz on 3rd down. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3-and-out. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside to 25. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Well, what made that toss out to the right so successful? Because it looked pretty easy.
A belief in the play. An absolute execution by all 11 on the offensive side of the ball. Everyone took care of their assignment, but the reason they did so, every time that play is called, they think it's going to go for big yardage. It's their staple play, and they love to run it.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Wentz. And Sanders has got it complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
Yeah, I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it, having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
The Charger drive about to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. To throw on 2nd down. Herbert flushed out right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Herbert flush to his right. And it's complete. Henry. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun. Herbert dancing to his left. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Chubb with a carry on 1st down. It's not going to yield much, maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 38-yard line. Looking to throw. Herbert steps away to his left. He completes it to Henry. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Operating from the gun. Herbert eluding the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. It's a foot race. The 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Herbert. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. Chubb will get the call running left. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. They'll run with Chubb, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Nick Chubb. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. Oh, and he pulled it right. It's no good. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Eagles, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile,
the young, incredible.